So x minus 3 is greater than 0.
Yeah.
So what is the value of x?
3.
Is it 3? I mean possible values of x. So if you take 3, it will become 0. Is 0 greater than 0?
No, from 3 to infinity.
Yeah. Is 3 included?
No.
No. Right. So x should be greater than 3. And if you plug in any value that is greater than 3, you'll see it is greater than 0. Right?
Okay.
It is simple.
Yeah.
So if you go by this wavy curvy method, what you'll do? You'll find a critical point. What is critical point? Critical point is the point wherein this equation becomes 0. Right? So
Yeah.
3 is the critical point. Now see, if I have anything that is greater than this critical value, it will be positive. Right?
Yes.
And if I have anything that is below this critical value, it will be negative. Right? So if you have to draw this, so wavy curvy is a way to draw the graph. So x minus 3 is a straight line, right?
Yeah.
So it will go like this. 3, the reason why you are drawing 3 is because 3 is the point wherein it becomes 0. So if you are above 3, it will be positive, right? If you are below 3, it will be negative at exactly 3. So the curve is moving, right? And it will cross the 0 mark at 3. Then if you increase the value further, it will be positive. If you decrease it further, it will be negative from this point,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, if you write x minus 3 is less than 0, now you're not interested in this region, you're interested in this region,
Yeah.
right? Again, do the same thing, 3. So it is the 0. So beyond this 3, it will be plus. Here it will be minus. So you are only interested in this region. So x is less than 3,
Yes.
right? So now, say things change when you have two variables. Say x minus 3, x minus 10 is greater than 0.
So the criticals are 3 and 10, right?
Yeah. So say first of all, just focus on this 10,
Yeah.
right? So I'll mark 3 as well. But why are we why are we focusing on all the critical points? Why not only 10? Because if it is greater than 10, then it is positive, right? But you know that there are two terms. So negative times negative is also positive,
Yes.
right? So there will be more points that are of your interest, right?
Okay.
So see, the first thing is you'll always start with the maximum value here, because you know that if x is greater than 10, x will be greater than 3 as well. So you don't have to worry about this,
Yeah.
right? So which means it will be positive.
So we take the greater value first.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have this.
Sir,
Yeah.
if it would have been x plus 3 into x plus 10, then we would have taken the 3, right?
Yeah. Minus 3.
Yes.
Okay. So you'll have taken minus 3. Uh, so now you have x minus 3, x minus 10 greater than 0. So you saw that this point is greater than 0, right? Or positive. Now say if it is less than 10, right? Say 5. This becomes negative,
Yeah.
right? So this is negative. Now you have to look at this thing, right? So it is positive. So negative times positive is negative,
Okay.
right? So see, there are possible values as well. So for example, I looked at one value. now you have another value -1 or say 0. At 0 this is negative, this is also negative. So it will become positive. So that is why you have to find a point only till which it is negative. That is why you have to mark this as well. I mean all zeros, not only this.
Yes.
Right? So now you are talking about this region wherein it is between 3 or 10. So if it is less than 10, it is negative. Right? If it is less than 10, this is negative. And if it is greater than 3, then this is positive.
Okay.
And positive times negative is negative. Right?
Yes.
Now the third point comes if it is less than 3. So if it is less than 3, if it is less than 10 as well. This is negative, this is negative. So negative times negative becomes positive.
So all the negative values will be between 3 and 10.
Yeah. Right. And this is a quadratic equation. It will look like this. Right. 3. Let me shift this to here. Okay. So it will have two zeros. So now see, two zeros means here it was positive, it started to reduce if you are reducing the value of x, or say if you start from here, it had some value, started to decline, right, reached a certain point, say here, and then again started to increase. So here it became negative, 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 and then again increased, became 0, then positive. So to change sign, you have to reach a 0. Right? So if it has two zeros, it is changing signs thrice. Once here, then here, then here. So this is what the wavy curvy method means. I mean, this I was just explaining why we are having this sign change. If you just want to go without thinking, then plus, minus, plus. Right? So one end is always plus, then minus, then plus.
So it cannot be minus plus minus.
No, see, if it is greater than, I mean, if you have this value, right, if you have terms like this,
Yeah.
so it will always be positive when x is greater than 10, be it plus or
Yeah.
minus,
Okay.
right? So if x has a certain value, it will always be positive until and unless you have, say, x minus 3, and then you have 10 minus x.
So even if it was x plus 10 into x plus 3, it will still be plus minus plus.
Yeah, so see, if it is greater than 0, then you have to, I mean, in this case, if x is greater than 10, so see, this will be negative and this will be positive. So this becomes negative, right?
Yeah.
Say x is 20, so 10 minus 20 is minus 10,
Yes.
right? So this will become negative. But see, I mean, you don't want to deal with such cases. So what you do is, you write x minus 3 times minus x minus 10, right? So this is not minus, this is multiplied by, right? Then you multiply both sides by minus 1. So you'll get x minus 3, then x minus 10 is less than 0. It will no longer be greater than 0, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Because 2 is greater than 3. If you multiply both sides by minus, so minus 2, is it greater than minus 3?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I started with the wrong assumption. See, 3 is greater than 2. So is minus 3 greater than minus 2?
No.
No, right? So when you multiply by minus, you have to flip the sign. If you multiply by plus, you don't flip the sign.
Okay.
Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Now comes this square. So x minus 3 x minus 10 whole square is greater than 0. Right? Now see, things change.
So this is a cubic, right?
Yeah, this is a cubic equation. Again, you draw these points, so 3 and 10. Right? Now see, when x is greater than 10, it is positive. Can you tell me what will happen when x is less than 10?
So the square will be still positive.
Yeah, so it will still be positive. Right? So in this range, it will still be positive.
Yes. But if it's below 3, then it should be negative.
Yeah. Just a minute, please. Yeah. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So then you have, say for example, x minus 3 whole square, x minus 10 cube, x minus 5 to the power 10, right, is greater than 0. Okay. So then you draw these critical points, 3, 5, and then 10, right?
Yes.
So see, this is 10. So see, what is the way? So again, start from the right end. Always ensure that x, it is in the form x minus 10, not 10 minus x. Right? Make sign changes if possible to make it. If it is 10 minus x, make it x minus 10. So if it is square, no matter if it is x minus 10, 10 minus x, it means the same thing. So you can just flip it.
Yes.
Right? However, if this is 3 minus x, you have to make it minus x minus 3 and then change the sign. I mean, both sides multiply by minus 1, so it will automatically change the sign.
Okay.
Right? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So you have 3, 5, and 10, right? So greater than 10, it will be plus.
Yes.
Now look at the power,
Yeah. It's
right?
odd.
If it is odd, then change sign, right?
Yes.
Now if look at the power again, if it is even,
It will always.
right? If no, it will not be positive. See, it was negative because of this, right? It was negative because of this, so it will have no impact. So negative times positive, it will be the same
Yeah.
sign.
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes.
So it
So
was,
only below 3.
yeah, it was negative here, right?
Yes.
And then x minus 5 to the power 10. So if it is greater than 5, it is negative. If it is less than 5, then also it will be negative because this square will not add any value.
Yeah.
Right? So it will only depend on this 10. So if it is greater than 10 plus, if it is less than 10 minus, now this will have no impact. So it will be the same.
Okay.
Right? What about this?
It will be positive.
No, again x minus 3 is square.
Yeah.
So it will again be positive. So see what is happening. This one was making things negative. So say if x is less than 10, say 9.
Yes.
Right, so if x is less than 10, this will be 9. 9 minus 10 is negative minus 1.
Yeah.
So this is negative. Okay, remember this is negative. Now see, I mean, does not matter what the value of x is, this will always be positive.
Yes.
For this also does not matter what the value of x is, it will be positive.
Yeah.
Right? So it only depends on what x has to give. So if it is greater than 10, it will be positive. If it is less than 10, it will be negative. Now less than 10, whatever be the value, because these are always positive, so it will keep on staying negative.
Okay.
Is this clear?
Yes.
If you have any doubt, you can ask.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me? I mean, just need the plus and minus.
Yes. So can we take x minus 10 raised to 3 in the right hand side?
No, because you don't know whether it is positive or negative. If it is positive, it will keep the same sign. If it is negative, you have to flip the sign. Right? So,
Okay.
I mean, does division or multiplication have any different effect when it comes to sign?
No.
No, right? So, we are just talking about signs. So, if you multiply two numbers and then divide with the third number, it is just like effectively multiplying the signs.
Yeah.
Right? So, say if you have minus 1 times 2 times minus 1. So it is just like, so if I just look at the sign, it is like minus 1 minus times plus times minus, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you have to assume that, I mean, you can just consider that this is, the sign is also getting multiplied here.
Yes.
Okay, what is the first step?
So we make the line
Yeah,
uh, 3, 4, and 10.
yeah. So you'll have, you'll first write minus 3, right?
Yeah.
Then 3, then 4, and then 10. Now,
So why didn't we write minus 4 and minus 10?
you don't have minus 10 anywhere.
Like we wrote minus 3 because of x minus 3, right?
Yeah. No, no, we wrote minus 3 because of x plus 3. So you have to write the zeros, right?
Yes.
And then x minus 3 equals to 0. So x equals to 3. So whatever value that makes it 0. So if you substitute minus 3 here, it will not give you 0. But if you substitute minus 3 here, it will give you 0. So minus 3 is the 0 for this. 4 is the 0 for this. 3 is the 0 for this. And 10 is the 0 for this.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
So now we start from the very right hand side.
yeah.
So in the division, it doesn't matter. The sign doesn't matter, right?
Sign matters. I mean, division or multiplication does not matter.
Yeah. Okay. So if we take x minus 10 raised to 3 first,
Yeah.
so if x is more than 10, it will be positive.
Yeah. So everything will be positive because this is the
Yes.
largest value, right? So if x exceeds this, x will exceed everyone. So this will be positive. Now,
So between 4 and 10, it will be negative because the denominator will be negative.
yeah, because this is odd, right? So it will change sign.
Yes.
Then,
Now if it's so there's nothing between 3 and 4, right? So what can we do? Like below, if we go below 4, we have 3.
yeah, you have decimal values.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's less than 4, it will be negative again.
No, it will not be negative. See, started with 10, right?
Yes.
Beyond 10, you know it is positive.
Yeah.
Less than 10, you have to look at the power of 10.
So it is odd, right?
Odd, so changed sign. Now you came to 4, right? Look at the power of 4.
Odd.
Odd, so what will happen?
So if it's negative,
No,
if
you
it's
don't have to
below,
worry about negative or positive. So if it is
okay,
odd, sign changes. If it is even, sign remains the same.
okay, so it should be positive.
Yeah, positive.
But sir, x minus 4 is to 1001. If x is less than 4,
Yeah,
so the whole term will be negative, right?
yeah, it is negative, but this is also negative, right?
Yes.
So this is what essentially means. Before less than 10, it was negative. If it is less than 10, it was negative. But if it becomes less than 4 as well, so till here it was negative. But once it becomes less than 4, what happened? This also became negative and this was negative. So both of them cancelled and it became positive.
Okay. So it should be positive again for 3.
Yeah.
And below minus 3, it should be negative.
Why?
Because if it's like below minus 3, okay, yeah, so it's positive.
It should be negative because the power of 3 is odd, minus 3.
Yes.
So it would be negative.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you are doing such questions, see, logically it is okay, but when you have so much power, it will be confusing for you to analyze each and every value. What will happen? Right. So just look at the power. So first of all, start with this value, go to the very end. So it is positive. Then look at the power of this. Right.
Yes.
Odd, so change sign. Then look at the power of this. Again odd, so change sign. Look at the power of 3. When it is 3, it is minus 3. Right, because this is the 0 of this one, right?
Yes.
So now look at the power of this. It is even, so same sign. Now look at the power of this. It is odd, so change sign.
Okay.
Okay. Now when you mention the answer, so your answer will be x belongs to minus 3 comma 3, right? Then
Yeah.
union 3 comma 4, or you can just write, because these two are both positive, so you can write minus 3 to 4, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
union 10 comma infinity, right? When it would have been less than equal to 0, then this would have been like this. You have to include these values,
Yes.
right? Except this 10. So that is the only difference when you have x in the denominator, because if it is 10, it will be undefined, not 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to exclude this 10. Is this
And
clear?
yes.
Yeah. Infinity also it is open because you don't know what the extreme number is.